Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. What are you making of this formation, Jim Beglin?
Well, this system, Peter, allows for a really expansive passing game. If your centre-backs can play, then you see lots of diagonal switches to the wing-backs, and it all makes for a stylish, attractive bundle. However, its biggest weakness are those gaps between centre-backs and wing-backs, and with quick enough movement from the opposition, that can cause lots of trouble.
Yamal. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Zanetti gets into a... And the finish! Goal! Barcelona!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Ronaldinho. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Look at the space here. Picks out chance for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Pressure? What pressure? He feels none of it.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
So they have it all to do again.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And here's Mbappe. Threads one in. Zanetti. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. And we have our very first corner.
They've played it short. Great chance!
Pedri is there, and he can get that clear.
Vinicius Junior.
Barcelona are looking to go forward now. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Knocks it into space. Backward it goes.
Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless.
Koundé.
Barcelona really are one of these sides that pride themselves on their ability to maintain possession.
Yeah, and some would say that means they play the game the right way.
Yeah, but of course, it's decisive passes that's...
Vinicius Junior!
And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Mbappe. And it's Çalhanoğlu. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Çalhanoğlu receives it in a wide position. Well, they've got it again. Good ball, good take. Zanetti, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Pedri. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ambitious ball here. Nice interception, well timed. Pedri. Not the most convincing of passes. Vinicius Junior. Great vision. Cute ball. Now, how can he reach it? Oh, that's fabulous. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
And here's Vinicius Junior. And here's Ronaldinho. He is through here. Ronaldinho. He's rising! Oh, and that is a thrilling end to the first 45. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Any thoughts on all this so far, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. To do that just yet.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. Messi. This is De Jong. Reinders did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He's shifting through the gears, and the shot! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Messi. De Jong. Now Schlotterbeck. Pedri. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Dani Olmo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Reinders. Can he get on the end of this? Zanetti. He's got away. Dani Olmo really didn't have enough to concern the defence. Yamal. And he's managed to get free. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Ronaldinho having a look.
He might even be thinking about a pop here, Peter. I'm not sure how wise that might be.
That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
Çalhanoğlu. Nice looking ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Now it's Mbappe. It's a promising position. Bit too much weight on the pass. Oh, important interception. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho has been caught there. It's a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Pedri. And Koundé. De Jong. And here's Vinicius Junior. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. And it's Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yamal. Schlotterbeck. De Jong. Koundé. De Jong. This is a promising build-up. And it's Pedri. This is De Jong. And here's Vinicius Junior. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, you either commit a foul and take one for the team, or just stand by and concede a potential goal. It's not a great choice, Peter, but I think I do the former in that position.
This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas.
Ronaldinho! Ronaldinho! Has there ever been the like? About as smooth as it gets. And the game is well and truly turned on its head.
That was beautiful. Something close to genius.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
And yes, it's him again.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they've done that.
Shot at goal!
It's not an especially good pass, that.
This time, surely!
It's a goal! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
Barcelona dragged themselves back again.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's been hooked away.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 24. El dorsal 18.
Zanetti picks it up out wide.
Getting up
El
there!
dorsal 17. El
And
dorsal
no,
9.
he couldn't find the finish.
Oh, look, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Could be danger here. Barcelona have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Serginho.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
He's a sharp little...
It's Saviola! Oh, that's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Cambio de jugadores.
Barcelona making further changes here, and in quick succession. Barcelona have their lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Tries to pass it through. Hazard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Oh, super find. And he's picked it up out wide. And he was alert to it.
Barcelona can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Lovely, now then. 5 minutes to add. Oh no, that was never going to make it. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Now, can they get him away? And he's in one-on-one. Goes for a shot! And it's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Dani Olmo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Dani Olmo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hazard. And that will be the final act. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Saviola, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. Terrific recovery, a really fine...